everybody, welcome to video number 2. Today it's all about coordination. So what I'm going to start off with is taking you through the process of how I created the pattern, and then from there I'll take you step by step through the process of how to actually learn to play the darn thing. So the basic pattern I'm going to start with is kind of a funky rock beat, and it sounds like this. Okay, so that wasn't so hard, was it? So what we're going to do next is I'm going to orchestrate that pattern a little differently in order to free up my left hand and my right foot. So to recreate the open and close hi-hat sounds, I'm going to open the hi-hat with the heel of my foot and then close it with my toes. And if you're not familiar with how this technique works, I'll definitely be getting into this a lot deeper in a future video. Then what I'm going to do is, to recreate the bass drum rhythm, I'm going to play it on the floor tom, because that's the closest sound on my drum set to the bass drum. So I'm going to play that rhythm there, and I'm also going to catch the snare with my right hand as well, which will again free up my left hand. So here's what that sounds like. So in my last video I talked about regrouping a little bit, where I took a 4-note pattern and played it at the rate of triplets. I'm going to do the opposite right now. I'm going to take a 3-note pattern, which will be played left hand, right foot, but it'll be counted as 16th notes. So it's going to be going 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and this actually takes 3 bars to cycle all the way around. So here's what that sounds like. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E. Okay, so here's a quick example of how we can put all those parts together. And again, I'm going to be playing a 3-bar pattern against a 1-bar pattern. In my left hand, we'll be playing this drum over here. And when we come back, I'll explain step by step how we can go about learning how to play the pattern. Okay, so I'll be the first to admit that I don't have the ability to just assign 4 completely independent rhythms and sit down on a drum set and play the pattern. What works for me is to write out the pattern, and this allows me to see step by step how the hands and feet work together rather than independently. And if you don't know how to read or write music, that's okay, because in my next video I'll be talking about my book called The Art of Transcribing, and this will show you how you can go about learning how to write out the patterns that you want to learn how to play. Okay, so let's see how the hands and feet work together. On the first note, the right hand is going to play the floor tom, and I'm going to put the left hand on this drum now. The left hand will play the small tom, and my left foot will open the hi-hat with my heel. And then on the second note, it's going to be a right foot on the bass drum. The third note will be the right foot on the bass drum, but then the toes are going to close the hi-hat. The fourth note will be the left hand on the small tom, and for now we'll stop on the 5th note, which is actually beat 2, because we're going 1, E, and 2. And that will be a snare with the right hand and opening the hi-hats with the heel. and that sounds like this. So as you can see, I just take it one note at a time, and I take it really slowly, and then as I get comfortable, then I'll add in the next note and the next note, and before you know it, you're playing the whole pattern. And this one took a really long time. In fact, I'm still working on it, as you can probably tell. Could definitely be better. Because this takes 48 notes altogether, because there's a 3-bar pattern of 16th notes. So just take your time with it, and I will see you on the next one.